Good morning, EPHS, and welcome to EAGLEVISON News. I'm Nicholas Erickson.
And I'm Amira Razman, and thank you for tuning in. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's jump right into today's top stories. Hey Nicholas, did you know that today's Super Tuesday?
As a matter of fact, I did know.
For those of you who don't know, Super Tuesday is a huge day for all the presidential candidates. Many states are holding primaries and caucuses today, giving voters a chance to rally behind their favorite candidate. Minnesota is one of those states participating in Super Tuesday today.
It's important that students are involved in politics and know about what's going on within the government. If you're 18 and haven't registered to vote yet, make sure to do so. I registered already and I'm very excited to be voting in this year's presidential election.
Good for you, Nicholas. Another good thing has happened in our school community. For those of you who haven't heard, EPHS has a new dean. EVN caught up with Mr. Beulah to find out his impressions of EPHS and its students.
Initially, I wasn't sure about Eden Prairie because I had never been out here. And being a kid from the city, from the inner city, I thought there would be like a culture shock and like a big change of kids that I was dealing with. To my surprise, you know, it's not very much different. You know, kids everywhere need somebody.
We then asked Mr. Beulah about what are some encouraging words he has for students for the remainder of the school year.
Dream big. Keep reaching for things. When you set a goal, don't let anything deter you from reaching that goal. And once you accomplish that goal, you reach for another goal. And so for our seniors that are getting ready to graduate, they're getting ready to accomplish something big, probably the biggest feat that they've set out to accomplish so far in their lives. But to understand, let's not get complacent, let's keep reaching. Because the more they turn that dream machine on, and the farther they reach and the bigger dreams that they have, the more impact that they can create in the world.
Reporting for EAGLEVISON News, I'm William Gilquist.
We're happy to have you at our school, Mr. Beulah. Make sure to stop by and say hello to him at Student Center South.
After the break, we learn about an issue regarding advanced high school classes and get information on theft prevention from our new police liaison officer.
And we get the latest updates on sports from Malik Mitchell.
Are you interested in expressing yourself for others to see? Then don't miss your chance to submit your work to the 2020 Eden Prairie High School Literary Magazine. You can submit your own photography, poetry, short stories, and art. If you would like to see your work featured, the submission deadline is April 1st. Email your submissions and questions to 2020litmag@gmail.com. Show the world your literary prowess.
Welcome back, Eagles. Nicholas, have you heard any issues about high school advanced classes?
I have heard about some issues regarding representation. It's an important component in all environments, but the lack of it, especially in advanced high school classes, is quite evident. EVN reporters have created a series around various aspects of representation in our school. Let's watch the first of this investigative series from reporter Aidan Linden and his team.
Advanced courses are often known for their rigor, but one thing that is often overlooked is lack of representation. But why is that?
We have far fewer Black, Hispanic, and Native American students in AP and honors classes nationwide, including EPHS. What we've been doing is looking to see if a student is ready, because that's the key. If a student is doing well in a regular class, then they should be taking the AP or honors class in that subject for the next year.
While there are currently things being done about this issue, it'll still have effects on current and past students and staff.
If I walk into a place and I'm the only person that looks like me, my first question is, do I belong here? And so rather than concentrating on what's being taught, what I'm supposed to be learning, those kinds of things, I'm asking that question to myself instead, do I belong here? So it negatively would impact how well I would perform and how well I'd understand. I think the more students of color, the more diverse population we can get, the more kids see themselves as belonging, as fitting, as capable, as being able to do. I think that would only increase performance.
It isn't just staff talking about it, though. 69% of public schools in the U.S. offer advanced placement programs. Out of the 69%, only 27% of minorities are involved in those programs, and only 18% pass their AP exams.
a lot of different groups are raised differently because of cultures, and a lot of people can bring in different ideas from their viewpoints, and they can be exchanged to different cultures in the classroom. Being a part of a minority group is it's good and bad at the same time, because I feel good that I can help and show people and be an example that you're able to do this and that there shouldn't be any racial barriers. But at the same time, it also feels bad knowing that there are kids that feel like they are less than or not as important because of their race.
Reporting for EAGLEVISON News, I'm Aiden Linden.
Thanks, Aiden, for shedding light on this very important issue. We hope this encourages more students to consider taking advanced courses in the future.
We now head over to Officer Synan to hear about the concern of rising theft that is currently facing our school and how students can protect themselves from theft.
Theft is always an issue when it comes to students getting things taken, AirPods, cell phones, things that are just left out. So it can be in their classroom, it can be in the activity center, it can be in the hallway, something gets dropped. We call it kind of crimes of opportunity. So when someone's looking for something to take, they wait for a good time to do it. So they wait until something's left on a desk and the person that it belongs to walks away, and then they grab it and act like nothing happens. So it happens quite a bit, and we just want everyone to be aware of what their possessions and if you can personalize your products, that's important because it helps us determine who they belong to if they do get recovered. The other thing is just be self-aware of your surroundings, and then where you're putting your stuff, and not giving anybody a good opportunity to take it. Our goal is to keep everybody in the school safe. It helps us a lot when students are aware of what they have and just being responsible for their things.
Thanks, Officer Synan, for informing us about the issue. Make sure you keep your belongings safe, Eagles.
Amira, do you know what time it is?
I sure do. It's time for sports with Malik Mitchell.
Good morning, Eagles. I am Malik, and I'll be bringing you the latest highlights on sports. 2 weeks ago, EPHS hosted an annual adaptive floor hockey game. The South Suburban Flyers alumni faced off against the Eden Prairie staff. The exciting game had a raffle drawing that had gift cards and cookie prizes for the fans. The game ended in a hard-fight 6-6 tie. If you missed the game, make sure to check it out next year. The boys basketball team wrapped up their record-breaking season last Friday and will kick off sections tomorrow. Congratulations goes out to Drake Dobbs for being named top 5 candidate for the 2020 Mr. Basketball Award. Last Wednesday, the boys hockey team won their section game against Chaska 3-2. They kick off state this Thursday at the XL Energy Center. Tickets will be in activity centers. The boys swim and dive team also wrapped up their season at state this past weekend. Congratulations goes out to their season. That's all we have for updates this week. If you have any requests, please contact us at our social media or email, shown right here. Have a day great, Eagles. Now shoot it back to Nick and Amira.
Thanks, Malik. That's all the time we have for this edition of EAGLEVISON News. Thanks for watching. I'm Nicholas Erickson.
And I'm Amira Rasman. We'll see you next week, Eagles.